XRP a commodity? Are we getting close to clarity? We're going to find out today.
I ain't gonna give in now. I just gotta live this now. I be gonna be man, I'ma kill this stuff real quick. I'ma go take it to town, cause I gotta be that king in the ring, man. I'm knocking them out when I'm back with the whip. Cause I am just up on the journey. Just know that I'm just going insane.
Warriors, rise. Grand Rising Warriors. Is XRP a commodity or is it a security? We're getting very, very close to clarity. Now, it's all by design, and we have to get clarity because the banks are lying to you, and they've been lying to you for a very long time. As they've told you cryptocurrency is a fraud, they've been building their infrastructure of distributed ledger technology. They're able to custody your cryptocurrency. And as you look this way, there's a whole nother narrative going on this way. My name is Coach JV. I am the top health, mindset, crypto, and business coach in the world. Remember, what you believe in your heart, you think in your mind, will eventually become your words and become your reality. If you can see it in your mind, eventually you can hold it right here in your hands. What you repeatedly do gets ingrained in your subconscious mind. What gets ingrained in your subconscious mind becomes an unconscious activity. If you would like to join one of the fastest growing tribes of high frequency individuals in the world, join the 3twarrioracademy.com. 3twarrioracademy.com. Everything's in the description down below. All right, so let's dive right into it. First of all, we need to understand deep in here that our world is changing. The old paradigm of investing is done. Buying bonds, these safe bonds. Remember, the 401k came out in 1974, which has been the biggest scam ever. The 401k, before the 401k, people looked at the stock market as gambling, just like they're looking at cryptocurrency as gambling. Remember that. They brought the 401k out to continue to print money and to pump these zombie companies and to manipulate the stock market so they can continue to pack their bags. We'll dive into that in another video. But today we're going to talk about XRP, right? So I'm going to talk as if somebody doesn't know what a security is or a commodity is, because as a lot of people I talk to, they don't even understand what a security is, and that's okay. So it's important for us to understand this as we get new into investing. And the great thing about crypto is a lot of people are getting education now and have never been a true investor, right? So let's walk through this. What's happening right now, the SEC case against Ripple is about them selling XRP as a securities contract. And I'm going to break down exactly what a security is and what a commodity is. And that'll help you understand how crazy this case is and how you can see how I know that this case is all by design to bring in a new Howey test. And once this case is settled, 99% of cryptocurrencies are not going to be able to survive this, okay? That's why I'm in fundamental, long-term, a lot of ISO 20022 tokens. They're going to be the infrastructure, new financial system. So many of you have seen this news already. I let news digest for a little bit, and then I do deeper research. So I'm usually about a day behind with the news. And the reason why I do that is I like to digest it, I like to research it, and I like to give you a little bit of deeper insight versus just reporting the news, right? I want to educate a little bit deeper, not only myself, because as I'm teaching, I'm learning as well. I always say, don't trust a word I say, just trust the feeling and vibration it creates in your body and act accordingly. I'm just sharing information. I'm like what would you call me? A reporter, I guess. A reporter trying to be somewhat unbiased, but I'm just sharing information, okay? So Brad Garlinghouse, the Ripple CEO, had a meeting with the CFTC commissioner. I'm going to break down what the CFTC is and what they do. So when you hear that, it's like, well, what does that mean, right? Carolyn DeFon, an American attorney who serves as a commissioner of the Commodities Future Trading Commission, the CFTC, has had a meeting with Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse. According to FAM, says that visiting Ripple Labs was part of her learning tour. Garlinghouse claims that it was an absolute pleasure to welcome her to his company's office. The CFTC commissioner attracted the adoration of XRP community. Many of its members also did not miss an opportunity to take a dig at the U.S. Securities Exchange Commission. Now remember, SEC is ran by Gary Gensler. Gary Gensler was a head MIT professor for cryptocurrency at MIT. Okay, he used to run the CFTC. He is a deep Wall Street insider. Okay, now he runs the SEC. He wants all of the crypto under the SEC. So first, let's talk about what the U.S. commodities, so the CFTC is, The Commodities Future Trading Commission protects the public from fraud, manipulation, and abusive practices related to the sale of commodities and financial future options and to foster open, competitive, and financial sound futures of options markets. So if you look at a commodity is basically like, they're considering Bitcoin a commodity, and I'm going to show you that. A commodity would be like gold, silver, okay? There's a big difference between a commodity and an security, okay? So the commodities role is to protect investors, okay? So we know that. They both have a role to protect investors, but they protect very different things. The role of the SEC, which is the head of Gary Gensler is the head of the SEC. Jay Clayton was the head of the SEC, who threw out the XRP Ripple case before he left to consult for a cryptocurrency fund. Okay, Bill Hinman is the one who gave Ethereum and Bitcoin a pass. Okay, he went to consult for a cryptocurrency fund. So there's something going on here, right? The mission of the U.S. Securities Exchange Commission has a three-part mission: protect investors, mainly fair, orderly, and efficient markets, keyword, facilitate capital formation. So the SEC, okay, when the stock market crashed in 1929, so did the public confidence in the U.S. markets. So they held a hearing, okay, and their solutions. In the peak of the year, they passed the Securities Act of 1933. The following year, it passed the Securities Exchange Act of 1934, which created the SEC. Okay, 1929, financial collapse. Since then, I'm going to go into another thing about investing in bonds later. But so we know the CFTC regulates commodities to protect you. SEC is supposed to protect you based on securities contracts. When I have a contract, a securities contract or an investment contract, that means I own part of the company. Just like if I bought stock in Apple, I own part of the company. Okay, we don't own part of Ripple having XRP. Okay, so now we know the difference. A commodity is like gold, silver. This is a stock. You own part of a company. Okay, so Gary Gensler wants to regulate crypto. Also, SendWorld's missed meme chances. Excuse me. So it says right here. Yeah, basically, sorry, I don't even know. This isn't even relevant. It's just a news article that came out. So basically, Gary Gensler, what's happening with him is he wants all the crypto underneath the SEC. So the question I want to ask you is based on what you know about the CFTC and the SEC. And if you own Ripple, do you own part, or excuse me, if you own XRP, do you own part of Ripple? Do you have a securities contract with Ripple? Do you understand that if Ripple can take off and XRP can operate independently? So why would you have ownership in Ripple if you owned XRP if it can operate completely independently than the company? We do not have an investment contract with Ripple. It is not a security. It is not a security. So let's find out what the role is of the commodity and understand its role. So a commodity is a basic good used in commerce. So I'm going to read this to you so you can understand. I want you to ask yourself, is your XRP a commodity or a security? Okay. A commodity is a basic good used in commerce that is interchangeable with other goods of the same type. Commodities are the most often used as inputs in production of other goods and services. A commodity thus usually refers to the raw materials used in manufacturing goods. A product, on the other hand, is a finished good sold in consumer. So this is the key right here, okay? A commodity is a basic good in commerce that is interchangeable. Okay. Commodities are most often used in inputs and production of other goods and services. Investors and traders can buy and sell commodities directly in the spot cash market or via derivatives such as futures and options. So can I trade XRP for other cryptocurrencies? Yes, it's interchangeable. Okay. I can transfer XRP and I can get Bitcoin. I can get Bitcoin, I can get XRP. It's interchangeable. I can't take Apple and go get Samsung. Does that make sense? So it's clearly not a security. What was going to happen in this case, in my opinion, is it's based on 2017 when they first started getting things going, that those were securities contracts. Those were investment contracts. So the case will be settled about that specific time. They'll use this to bring in a new Howey test. I believe, this is what I think is going to happen. I mean, obviously, I'm not a lawyer, that XRP will be deemed a commodity, okay? A bunch of stuff will be determined securities contracts. That's why the SEC now is going after influencers. They're going to go after influencers who are pumping and dumping. They're going to crush the cryptocurrency market and all these pump and dumps. And they're going to normalize cryptocurrency just like the stock market. Obviously, BlackRock is getting involved through Coinbase, through Aladdin. And then eventually it's just going to be a normal manipulated market just like everything else. And then the people who held on and had the proper cryptocurrencies and held on long term are going to be some of the richest people in the world. This is my opinion. So this is off the U.S. Commodity Futures and Trading Commission. This is their document, okay? Bitcoin basics. What is Bitcoin? Bitcoin is a convertible virtual currency. Virtual currency is a digital representation of value, functions as a medium exchange and a unit of account. Is Bitcoin a commodity? Yes. Virtual currencies such as Bitcoin have been determined to be commodities under the Commodities Exchange Act of CEA. Okay. Does the CFTC oversee Bitcoin? U.S. Commodities Future Trading Commission jurisdiction is implicated when a virtual currency is used as a derivative contract, or if there is a fraud and manipulation involving a virtual currency. Okay. So CFTC considers Bitcoin a commodity. So now that you know what a commodity is, ask yourself, is XRP interchangeable with other cryptos? Yes. Can we trade Apple for Samsung? No. You have to sell your Apple, get the cash, pay your capital gains, and then you have to go buy Samsung. Okay, you can interchange XRP with other cryptocurrencies. It's an exchange of value. Okay. Let's see, what else do we got here? Crypto firms fight SEC by claiming its investors lack rights. XRP promoter says tokens can't be securities without contracts. Again, the case could help clarify SEC's authority over cryptos. That's what this is all about right here. XRP promoters says token can't be securities without contracts. Of course, I don't have a contract with Ripple. Okay, you don't have a contract with Ripple. We don't have a securities contract or an investment contract. The case could help clarify SEC's authority over crypto assets. So basically what Gary Gensler is trying to do is he's trying to do a power play. He's trying to get all the crypto underneath there, or they're trying to play the game to make sure that their friends, Jay Clayton, Bill Hinman, all these people rubbing elbows. Remember, money and politics go hand in hand. They're making sure that their friends are taken care of. It's basically what it is. So to give you a hint of what's coming, we're going to be going over this Clinton Global Initiative. You need to pay attention to climate change. You need to pay attention to that narrative. Whether you believe it's a narrative or not, you need to pay attention, because that is the next thing that's coming, warriors. There's going to be massive weather, massive changes right here in the end of the Shemitah. I'm going to have Waters above. He's on the Good Morning Crypto show this morning. And then we're going to have him on at the end of the Shemitah. I think it's coming up very, very soon here. We're going to be on and we're going to dive into it, warriors. Your life is about to change as you know it financially. The way you do your investing, the way you do business, the way you communicate, the way that you date, everything is about to change within the next 10 years, and it won't even be recognizable. But it's the greatest time in human history. So what am I doing right now? I'm focused on and get as many assets as I can. So I'm into leveraged life insurance to protect my wealth. Cryptocurrency, I'm holding long-term, my dollar cost averaging in. So I'm finally getting into I know it's probably not people say it's not the right time. I'm getting into the real estate game, just going to buy a property and just going to slowly, methodically. So I'll have a very diverse portfolio. It's just something I'm adding to my portfolio right now. So yeah, this is what I'm doing. You can go into the Warrior Academy. We share what we're doing. You can see my portfolio. We're not financial advisors. It's just like, here's what we're doing. 7 calls per week, 120-day challenge to get your shit together, subconscious mind programming, goal setting, vision board creation, 3twarrioracademy.com. I love you guys. I'm going to continue to educate at a deeper level. As I learn, I'm just going to teach, and hopefully that helps you. Warriors, let's get your shit together. Let's go.